Happy New Year! Do you set New Year's resolutions every year? Do your kids set resolutions? I have a really fun activity for helping kids set goals and working to help them achieve these goals. And this could be adapted for ages like 3 to 4, all the way up through 18. Do you know what? If you want to do it yourself, I totally think adults should do this because it'll make it a lot more fun and enjoyable. Hence, you're more likely to achieve and keep working on your goal if you're having fun, right? So the very first thing that you want to do when helping kids set goals is define what even is a goal, and then come up with a list of examples of different goals that you've done or you think that a kid could do. And the third step is to give them materials or places they could go to find ideas for what goals they're going to set, or some way that they can be brainstorming. And then you want them to decide how many goals are they going to set and how often. I really think just doing one goal and then every month setting a new goal or evaluating if you're going to keep working on that goal. And then the next thing to do is write it down, because if you write it down, it's something they can go revisit. They're more likely to remember it. They're more likely to do it if they've written it down. And then the next thing you want to do is come up with a plan. How are they going to work on this goal? Help them make these things themselves. You don't want to tell them, this is what I think you should do. You can give them suggestions, but help them say, oh, is that really going to help you? Working on their goal. And then a reward. This one, definitely have them come up with the reward themselves. It can be something really simple, an actual treat. It could be screen time. It could be extra time outside, a party, something with you. There are so many things they could do. Help them come up with a feasible, good reward, because do you know what? When you achieve something, you feel dopamine, but just setting a reward in mind, that anticipation of the reward actually provides even more dopamine. Just the anticipation that you're going to get a reward. So then after a month, you want to come back, reevaluate. How did you do? Did you work on it? Actually, this is what I think you should reward. Reward just the fact that they worked on that goal. Not if they achieved it, not if they improved. They made effort. That is so important. And then after they've, evaluated and everything, then at that point, they're going to decide, do I want to keep working on this goal, keep this goal, or do I want to come up with a new one? And then you could do this fun activity that I'm about to explain again. I would just set out lots and lots of picture books, some especially that are so obvious. I can be kind, I could be happy. And then, you could read these in anticipation, preparing for this moment that you're having them set goals so they have them in mind and they're already familiar with them. Or you could do this as a group activity and they read through it, or as a family, you talk about what's in the story, not worrying about what you look like. Or maybe you want to talk about, if you really looked at things from a different viewpoint, is it really that bad? And can you find the good in situations? That is such a wonderful goal, is finding the good. You could find a quote in the thing that you could refer back to throughout the month. If you have a quote that they can write down, that is a wonderful thing. I like this story about including others. You could do something as simple as saying I love you to each other every day. Sharing is something that a lot of kids might want to work on. And even as you get older, it might be different the way you share, but that might be important, is sharing your time with other people. This is really wonderful. Working on confidence, being your best self and believing in yourself. Maybe you want to work on overcoming fears, or maybe the kid just wants to work on smiling more. I definitely have that goal this year. Something that I know a lot of kids are mindful of is the environment. And so they could have a goal of how they could improve their environment and little things that they could do. The Tele2 Beast, a great one about seeing things from a different viewpoint. And maybe Pie, maybe they could find something good about somebody else and see how they might be their friend. Maybe they want to work on being more patient and being better at waiting. Trying new foods, perhaps. Being outside more. Honesty, always a good one. This one, I promise. It could be the keeping their promises, but then throughout the book, it actually has a lot of examples of things that they could work on. You could come up with a lot of ideas in this book. So I just went through my own bookshelf. You could go to the library. You could just pick a few books. I came up with quite the stack, making new friends. Maybe my goal for my daughter is doing better about going to bed on time. And then you might keep revisiting, we will try again, we will try again. It's great to just keep working on it. When you come back to those monthly, keep working on trying again. I think this is just something that maybe is a little different, helps them have some more fun with it. Let me know if you want to do this. Share a goal with us in the comments below. And then if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, come back and keep getting more book recommendations. I will keep sharing throughout the year the goals that I am working on and how I'm doing, and also the new one each month, because I really think that's great to keep working on a new one.